Hi, I'm Trina from Toronto Auto Brokers, and today we have a gorgeous 2018 Porsche 718 Boxster, and this is gonna have the Premium Plus package. Now, coming down to the front of our 718, we were just kind of chatting about Porsche, right? Like, they all stay true. You have your super Porsches, like your RSs and things like that. And then you have a nice roadster like this. This really is like your Sunday drive, or if you're just getting into the brand, or if you really just want something to enjoy that's not too crazy, this is a perfect car for that. So it is gonna have some of your safety features like your parking sensors. Of course, you have your heat extractors, you have these lovely LED headlights, some washers for your headlights as well, your frunk, which will open in just a moment. The nice thing about this roadster is that it's got this like aqua kind of blue. It changes as I walk, which is really lovely because it is a hardtop convertible. And I always find when you have a convertible, you can play a bit more with these bold colors because you kind of get away with it. Now, looking into our frunk, anybody that's familiar with the Porsche brand, they're all pretty much kind of the same. You know, the RS might not be quite as deep as this, but more or less the dimensions are pretty close. Now, our tire size is gonna be a 19-inch rim. Now, this vehicle has brand new tires on it. You can see the nice little hairs. The caliper is a little like, it's fine, it's factory, but if you're gonna purchase something like this, you can put a little bit of money into a brake caliper. I do have a friend that has a 718, a newer model, and he did in fact paint his calipers like a gold, and it's a similar blue. And he also did it to his seat belts, and it just like makes the car that much cooler. So just like a note, anybody who buys this, you can always paint your calipers and make it your own. Now, on the side, we do have these pretty massive side air intakes, which are quite nice, of course. And then we're gonna come around the back of the vehicle. We have our LED brake lights. And some people have commented on this little spoiler kind of being more of like that duck beak appeal, and I cannot unsee that now that I've heard it. Now, the vehicle has had some controversial comments online, love or hate, right? Sometimes, and that's what happens with vehicles, but there is a buyer for every car. What I truly like is, I thought this was really cool. It might not be anything for someone else, but I like that the back of our heads, we do have that kind of blue throughout. Like, this is still a Porsche, right? It's gonna have that fine attention to detail. Now, coming around the back, we do have a single exhaust. We are gonna have our parking sensors throughout, and we're gonna be reminded that we're in our 718 Boxster. Now, with our 718, we do have, you know, the top that's gonna be tucked away nicely as well, but something that's pretty like interesting is some Porsches, you can at least see a bit more of the engine. With our 718, you absolutely cannot. So we do have our coolants and things like that that are accessible, but we, with that, get an actual trunk. Now, inside of our 718, Porsche does the interiors, in my opinion, they're one of the best, if not the best. It's always clean. It's always pretty resemblance of other vehicles, like no matter what, if you're in an RS or our 718 today, there are a lot of similarities. So usually when you get into a brand, you want to stay with it. So it's not like learning new cars every time you get a new vehicle. So we are going to have some comfort features. So we're going to have heated and cooled seats. It's all accessible up here. We're going to have a navigation system, rain sensing wipers, auto dimming mirrors. So it is quite comfortable in here. Of course, our Bluetooth capabilities. What I like about Porsche is our instrument cluster is pretty true, where you're gonna have an analog as well as a little bit of a digital screen there. We also have some aluminum paddle shifters. Now, sitting in the driver's seat, it's very inviting. Again, with Porsche, they do their steering wheels perfect. It's not too busy. It reminds me of the RS. You have the holes here with a few more features because we're not trying to save on weight with this vehicle. Another thing is the sound. From factory, this thing sounds mean, and we're gonna show you guys that. So as we just demonstrated from factory, this car sounds pretty mean. Now, being that our 718 does come equipped with the power top, we're gonna show you guys how long it takes to close. Under the hood of our 718, we have a 2-liter turbocharged flat 4. It's gonna pump out 300 horsepower, and it's gonna go 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds. If you're interested in this vehicle or any other vehicle in our showroom, please visit us at TorontoAutoBrokers.com. And of course, if you've liked our video, please comment, like, and subscribe.